This video is a continuation of Lori and my visit to the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. It includes hiking along the national park's Big Creek Trail through a heavily wooded forest back to two beautiful waterfalls, and driving through the park's Roaring Fork Motor Nature Trail area. The Great Smoky Mountains National Park was established on June 15, 1934, and it encompasses over 500,000 acres. The Big Creek Trail was one of our favorite trails. Within a 4-mile, moderately difficult round-trip hike, you get to hike through a heavily wooded forest alongside one of the largest and fastest flowing creeks in the park. You discover a very popular mountainside swimming hole. You visit two waterfalls and find a crystal clear pool of water. At the trailhead parking lot, you can cross over Big Creek on an iron bridge for some great photo opportunities. The Big Creek area of the Great Smoky Mountains National Park is well known for its logging history. The entire area was a very large logging operation before the national park was founded. Big Creek Trail follows an old logging railroad grade through the woods and along the side of a ridge. The climb is steady but not real steep. If you enjoy hiking, make sure Big Creek Trail is on your list of trails to hike. On the way back to camp, we decided to drive along the park's Roaring Fork Motor Nature Trail. The trail is a one-way, scenic loop that is 6 miles long. The quick trip provides plenty of views of mountains, streams, and other historic buildings. The Roaring Fork Motor Nature Trail name is derived from a mountain stream that roars after any significant amount of rain. The narrow, winding, one-way road only allows for cars and trucks. Unfortunately, RVs and trailers cannot fit on this road. When we were there, the parking areas were too full to stop at many of the sites along the way. So instead of multiple pictures along with the area's history, I thought I would include historic recordings of a few stories from people who lived in the area long before it became a national park. Some of the audio is hard to hear, but it is worth listening to. We came across this guy on the way to the trail.
We used to pick blackberries in the summertime and take down there and sell to the Indian school, because they had dormitories there, and they kept the students the whole year, the whole school year, and they'd buy our blackberries, and I think they paid us like 15 cents a gallon. And we just thought we was making big money, you know. We'd just get out and pick berries and just have a whole big tub full of blackberries and take them there and sell to the Indian school. And they bought every one we took because they'd be really nice, you know, big berries. And that's how we made, we'd save our money and have money to buy our little stuff for school with, you know. Or we'd order some material, and Mama would make us new dresses and things to have to wear to school.
About 30 years. At that time, we made a lot of liquor in this country. Very near everybody made it. An uncle of mine and a cousin making liquor in above my home. And I was about 13, 14 years old, 13 I guess. Got word that the revenue was coming. So that's uneasy and scared, but decided to run the liquor anyway. And they gave me a rifle, told me to go up on the mountain and watch for the officers. If the officers come, I was to fire 3 shots and they could run off. I made them give me a quart of liquor. Naturally, we all drank then, you know. Everybody drank. Big, little, young, and old. And I had the quart of liquor and drank too much, but feeling good. A bunch of pheasants came up the ridge to me, long in the evening. I killed 3, fired 3 shots, which was the signal for them to tear out the still and leave. And uncle and cousin came very near burning themselves up to get this still out, get it away. And then I wanted to show my pheasants that I killed, so I had to go down to the still. And it was out of liquor, too. I drank the quart and spilled a part of it. And I had to go down and get me some more liquor. I went down and I wanted to know what was wrong. He said, "Which way are they coming?" I said, "Who?" "Why, the revenue officer." I didn't know revenue officers coming that I know anything about. "But you fired 3 shots." "Oh," I said, "I was killing pheasants." I say 3 shots. I said, "Look here, what a bunch of birds I killed." And then this uncle of mine was about to kill me. He got up a big brush, whipped me all the way down the holler and home.
Up on the mountain above Bryson City, and my father built this road from the creek up the mountain to the house. Well, we didn't have too big a yard there for us, and my father just kind of leveled out enough. Now, by the way, the house was built out of chestnut logs. He split those logs and put one part of the log on one side and on the other, and built it like that. And termites does not bother chestnut logs. Well, the government sent men around to destroy buildings all through the parkway, so animals would stay there. And they came to this one and they said, no, this is too nice. Because it was built the way it was built, dovetailing. Now, I don't know anything about that, but it's how the top of the house up here was fixed. And so they just didn't want to destroy it. Took it down piece by piece. We back up there at Cherokee.
Boy about 10, 12-year-old. Father sent me out in the evening to hunt sheep. Coming walking along a ridge. First thing I know, the Panther jumped right out in front of me. He wasn't over 10 foot from me. Placed his feet, slapped his tail, just like he was going to jump on me. I backed off, I guess 20 foot, maybe further. Got me a rock. Standing there with a rock in my hand, looking right at him, expecting him to get me at any time. And I made a kind of a move, and he started just as straight to me as he could. Pulled up a rock, and he turned just like he wanted to cut me off betwixt me and the house. I went down that mountain of steam car couldn't have caught me, and I never looked back. Fencing wasn't in my way or nothing. I jumped out into the field, run out halfway of the field, and I looked back. I seen no Panther. I don't know where he went, but he was a man bigger.